In 1662, when the Portuguese princess Catherine of Braganza traveled to England to marry King Charles II, she took with her, as part of her dowry, several cases of black tea. Before long, black tea was a popular drink among the English nobility. These days, black tea is drunk across Europe. A cup of richly flavored black tea is pleasant to the taste and good for the health, with particular benefits for the stomach. There are numerous varieties of tea, black, scented, and green, to name just a few. They vary in their flavor and produce different effects on the human body. The mountainous regions of Yunnan province produce a special kind of tea, Puer. It has given rise to a local custom still prevalent today of picking new tea, drinking old tea. This refers to a practice unique for Puer tea of aging the leaves in storage so as to obtain the unique flavor. Apart from its good taste, Puer tea has long been recognized for its health-giving properties. In 225 AD, when China was divided into three kingdoms, Wei, Shu, and Wu, Prime Minister of Shu, Zhuge Liang, led a southern campaign to Yunnan. But there, his soldiers struggled with the local conditions, and many of them succumbed to eye diseases. The story goes that Zhuge Liang picked the leaves of a certain tree, boiled them, and gave the soldiers the boiled water to drink. This incredibly cured them. The leaves were from a tea tree. Chinese people first started drinking tea as early as 1,700 years ago. Initially, tea was regarded as a herbal medicine. Yunnan is considered the home of the tea tree. It's here that the Puer tea trees grow. Puer tea is cherished by a certain group of people living in another part of China who drink it for its health-giving properties. In Tibet, there's an old saying, "Better 3 days without food than a day without tea." The fact is, on the Tibetan plateau, people's diet consists mainly of beef and mutton. There is little by way of fruit and vegetables. The advantage of Puer tea for people living on such a diet is that it can help the digestion. Historical records show that Tibetans began drinking Puer tea at the time of the Tang dynasty, after Princess Wencheng brought some of her dowry when she came to marry the Tibetan leader Songstan Gampo in 641. Before long, drinking tea had become popular all across Tibet's social strata. However, Puer tea wasn't grown in Tibet. It had to be obtained through trade in exchange for Tibetan horses and medicines. As a result, the famous tea and horse trail was opened up over the mountains between Yunnan and Tibet. For a time, tens of thousands of horses would cross the mountains from Tibet to Yunnan every year. Tea trading routes would radiate from Yunnan across a region that included Vietnam, Myanmar, Thailand, India, and Southeast Asia, even reaching as far as Europe. Puer tea, it could be said, bridged the civilizations of East and West. In the early 19th century, Qing Emperor Daoguang was a tea aficionado and expert. As a way of encouraging tea growing, he ordered that a nationwide tea contest be held. Many kinds of tea were entered into the contest. Several were famous and had been drunk by previous emperors. As for the black tea brought by a young man named Qu Xinbai, a tea trader from the town of Yiwu in Yunnan province, it attracted little attention to begin with. However, Emperor Daoguang tasted the Puer tea and liked it so much that he chose it there and then to be a tribute tea. He even wrote 4 characters, meaning divine tribute to the kingdom of heaven. He ordered officials of his household to have the characters inscribed on a plaque, which they would take to Yunnan to present to the Qu family. Thus, Puer tea was granted the highest possible imperial recognition.
当时呢，道光皇帝品了车顿号的茶品以后啊，就龙颜大悦嘛，就汤清纯，味厚咽，沁心脾，回甘酒，乃民中之最品也。然后呢，就亲书呈匾，瑞贡天草。
Before long, drinking Puer tea was fashionable at the Qing imperial court and among the nobility. The emperor also gave the tea as a gift to visiting overseas envoys. The fashion of drinking Puer tea among the elite was soon being copied by the common people. The Qing dynasty writer Wu Daoshun, in Travels in South Yunnan, indicates that the health benefits of Puer tea were widely recognized. He wrote, "A cake of Puer tea can help the digestion and keep out the cold." A recipe book states that Puer tea can improve the eyesight, ease thirst, and raise the spirits. Modern medicine has confirmed that the health benefits ascribed to Puer tea in the past are based on sound scientific principles. Studies have shown that Puer tea leaves contain more than 300 microelements. Among them are various substances that are known to be good for the human body. They include polyphenols, catechins, protein, and amino acids. Puer tea has a slightly bitter taste due to the caffeine it contains. The caffeine is the same as that in coffee, and as such it is both a stimulant and an aid to the digestion. More than 60% of the nutrients in the tea dissolve within 5 minutes in boiling water. Therefore, drinking the tea not only quenches the thirst, but also promotes good health. Medical effects and unique tastes of Puer tea come from the aging process. Among the hundreds of different tea varieties in China, only Puer tea is mellowed by aging. Its quality is improved by the long period during which it is transported and stored. An investigation of the aging and flavor of Puer tea should start with the leaves chosen for it. Although the leaves are hardly remarkable to look at, they hide many secrets. The largest, tallest trees in the world grow in the mountains of Yunnan. This region produces not only Puer tea, but also black, green, oolong, and other kinds of tea. Although they're all called tea, they're different in terms of their taste and color. The differences originate with the conditions in which the tea trees grow and the size of their leaves. The tea-producing regions of China are mainly situated south of latitude 33 degrees north and east of longitude 98 degrees east. Moving northeast, the height of the tea trees diminishes and the leaves become smaller and thicker. Tea trees are either broadleaf, medium leaf, or small leaf.